Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about consistency and how to stay consistent. Just generally some lessons that I've learned and some experience that I've had in the past couple of days with my boss, me being consistent and all of the other stuff which is going on with the business. So long story short, I'm an appointment setter who's like trying to make money online and all that. And we are this is 6th September 2024. We are on the like my assumption is if I stay consistent with all the inputs this month, we might hit 20k per month for our client. That will mean like I don't know, maybe 2k, 2 to 3k for me, and then we will run ad. Then like purely through organic, then we'll go and run ads and this and that and crazy stuff. Whatever. Leaving those things aside, consistency, right? So this was something that I wanted to talk about because I was like I've always dealt with this thing which was like I would go ahead, start working on something, let's say start going to the gym or maybe start tracking my food because I want to bulk, or start working on this thing which is just like work, business work, right? And I don't know what it is. I would do it for maybe 1 week, 2 week, and after that fucking my thoughts or whatever it is will fuck me up, and I would just stop and then start doing stuff that I was not supposed to do, like bad habits, just like getting back to the bad habits. And like it happened so many times that I was like, fuck me, like how do I fucking get rid of this? Like I need to fucking stop doing this shit because it's just harming me, right? So I've read a lot of books on this. I've watched so many podcasts on this topic, this, that, blah blah blah, and I kind of got like I kind of had a decent approach on why this thing happens. Like, okay, you need to fucking go through the pain in order for the work to become rewarding, so that you do not go ahead and choose. So you need to go through the pain. So that's the short answer to this. You need to go through the short-term pain so that you can get the reward of that short-term pain in the long term, and that reward is going to fuck this, bro. And then that reward is going to reinforce you to not go and do the bad habits. That's how it is. And I don't know why my phone is still the notifications are on for some reason. Like it's on airplane mode, plus its notifications are off. So whatever. So I asked my boss about that. I told him, hey man, like this is something that I'm dealing with, blah blah blah. And he's a fucking G. Right? He's a fucking G. He has been doing business for like 2 years, and I see him working all day every day, and he's crazy work ethic, right? So I asked him about this, and he told me a lot of stuff. He sent me like a whole like really long audio and really helped me out with it. But the thing which stuck with me and stayed with me was this, and maybe this will hit you guys. He said something along the lines of negative. Everybody gets negative thoughts. Everybody gets negative thoughts. Everybody is experiencing negative emotional bullshit in their mind throughout the day. They're having bad and shitty days. They are like it's shitty. And he also said something like, he said something like, nigga, do you think I enjoy working, or like I enjoy growth operating? That's what we do. So do you think we enjoy growth? Like he said, do you think I enjoy growth operating? And he said like 2 out of 7 days I'm not even enjoying this shit. Like I just wake up and I'm like, fuck me, like I don't bother fucking working. I'd rather just wake up, watch porn, jog off all day, do nothing. So like I was like, fuck me. He also feels the same way. And then he said, I feel that way, and then I don't listen to those thoughts anyway, because for me, I used to be scared of those thoughts, or just feeling shitty, or just having any negative emotion of like, fuck me, I'm feeling shitty, or fuck, this shit is going not well, or this happening, that happening, I'm tired, I'm feeling anxious, I'm overthinking, blah blah blah. And the more that I observe these people who are who are a level above than me in business, they seem to just embrace the shittiness. So what do you mean that they seem to just not give a fuck about the fact that they are feeling shitty? They are just like, fuck, it's going to feel shitty, it's going to be like whatever, but I'm still going to do the work. And that to me, like, when my boss told me that like really stuck me, and I was like, fuck, okay. And then he said something along the lines of, when you do it one time, like let's say you feel shitty and then you go ahead and do a bad habit, or let's say you go ahead and do the work that you're supposed to do, it feels like oh, nothing's like, it feels like, okay, that's not a big deal, like, go ahead and do it again. You go ahead and do the bad stuff again, you go ahead and do the bad stuff again. He said something like, Nikit, in that way you reinforce the character of a pussy. Like you build a fucking pussy character. So as entrepreneurs, as businessmen, you need to fucking build a fucking strong mindset or a disciplined character, right? You need to build that kind of character, and you build that kind of character by consistently coming in every day and doing the work regardless of the way you feel, regardless of the thoughts. Now I never realized that the way I feel influences my thoughts, because I never knew, or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but that's something that I've noticed, that maybe when I'm feeling good, blah blah blah, everything is happening, we're booking calls and blah blah blah, I am not really thinking that much about the negative stuff. When I'm tired, sleep deprived a little bit, everything is not working, people are not booking, I'd rather not work, like stuff like that. Okay, so not letting, I wouldn't even say affect, like not letting negative emotions affect, that's not the right wording. Feeling the emotion but not giving it power. So when you actually feel shitty, you can just be like, okay, I'm feeling shitty, I'm going to do this thing anyway. And yesterday I was on Instagram for no reason, and I went on, like I had a post from Laila Hormozi come up. If you guys don't know who Laila Hormozi is, she's a businesswoman, somebody I really admire. She's like 27, 20 years something, $100 million business owner. Even about that, I think, right now. So somebody asked her how to stay consistent on this thing, and she said something along the lines of what I'm saying right now, which is, you need to stop being scared of the way you feel, because people are scared of feeling shitty because feeling shitty influences their behavior. But if you can feel like, okay, I'm feeling shitty, and feeling shitty is not a directive for me to do this thing, then you can feel free to feel shitty, right? You can be like, okay, I'm feeling shitty, whatever, I'm just going to work anyway. So again, that takes discipline, I guess. Whatever, I don't know how to say this to you guys, because it's either like, okay, build discipline so you can work, but like in order to work you need to build discipline first, whatever. I don't know how that comes or whatever. For me, I want this shit. Like, I want to not be broke. I want to get to 2K per month right now. So to get to that point, and I'm going to do this work, and to do this work, I need to learn these certain things about my own brain, or I need to learn skills. And I think I heard this from Alex Ramuzi, which is like something, saying no to distractions is a skill. Wow. And doing the thing even when you don't want to do it is a skill. So you need to do that. And again, saying this is so simple, it's a skill, you just develop it. But in order to learn a skill, you need to do it again and again. You need to have a lot of repetitions. For my boss, he said he said about this, the idea of strong mindset, you do the work, you do the disciplined entrepreneur. His idea, the way he explained to me was something along the lines of, last year he was locked in, literally in his room for 6 months, and he literally, from the time that he woke up to the time that he slept, just worked. Okay, that was when the business actually took off. and now like we have what it is now, right? So he does 10k, 17k, 15k per month, like really consistently from that point. And he said something along the life of, for people it just seems crazy, like people like his mom and dad started asking him that, hey, are you fine, and like is everything okay, like you are not talking and all that. But you're either a normie or you're a business owner. This is his exact words. You're either a normie or a business owner. So you start with being a normie, you start with being a normal person, but then you fucking work hard, and then people start calling you obsessive, people stop being your friends, blah blah blah, and at a certain point you become a business owner, and then they are like, oh, he just has a business, therefore he works so hard. Of course, again we are we are diverging here, but whatever. My point was with the consistency thing. You need to stop feeling shitty. Sorry, you need to stop judging yourself on feeling shitty and do the work anyway. And this is the thing which I really fucking, I don't know, hate or not, but I always knew, like everybody always know, like David Goggins talks about this all the time, Hormuzi talks about this all the time, everybody talks about this all the time, even my really good friend Krishna. He says the work just needs doing. Like you cannot, like there is no fucking way, like you have to do the work, and in the past when I used to just fucking lie on my bed and like do nothing and just scroll on Instagram and do bullshit stuff, what was I hoping? I don't even know what was I hoping, right? Because the only thing that is going to like save you, if you're in that rut right now or anything, the only thing that is going to save you is like just breathing in and doing something, like doing some work, so that you can be like, okay, I did some work, that means that I can do a little bit more, and then you can just fucking build up from that point, right? Again again, like if you're like, I don't even know, man, like the thing about rut, like getting in a rut, is for me, like now that I think about it, I don't know. I'm just gonna not talk about that stuff. Whatever. Like leave it. I don't have enough information about talking about like getting in and out of the rut. Whatever. Leave it. Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about and just record for my future self, maybe to watch again. Maybe he forgets. I do need to relearn or remind myself of these lessons that I learned. Also, one more thing which I wanted to record was. When I actually go into a leadership position or something like that, be somebody like my boss, like my current boss. He's a G. He's literally a G. So one thing which, like, being really specific on what he did, understanding, like for me I was struggling like with my mindset and stuff like that, and he could just have not given me the time that I needed and be like, oh whatever bro, like just get it over it, blah blah blah. But I really loved the fact that he was really fucking understanding. He took the time out of his day. He even it was a really fucking big deal for me, right? I was like devastated, and then he really fucking tried to solve this problem for me, because I don't even know, like man, like it's just crazy, man. I really love this guy. I'm going to keep fucking working with him unless I hit a fucking window and I want to grow more and there's no more opportunity in his business. But yeah, that is fucking insane. Like guys, like Nikhil, if you go into a business or if you go into a leadership position in the future, make sure to give your associates the time they need if they're struggling, and make sure to like try and understand them and what's going on. Like what's going on, what's going on, is everything okay at home, is like, are they struggling with anything, like the work that they do is like just 8 hours, 10 hours. Most of the time they are not at work. So what's the other things that are happening in their life? What are their insecurities that they're working on, blah blah blah. So we really had a fucking good conversation on this topic, and I don't even know, man. Like it doesn't even feel like he's my boss anymore. Really good, like really good friends with that guy, and yeah, I feel like that's a really good relationship there. Uh, Also, I actually that's a fun thing. Okay, the video is actually here. You guys can go. This is actually a really fun thing. I actually watch Lala Hormozi a lot reels. I've been watching her podcast a lot recently, and she talks about leadership mistakes that beginner leaders make, or just stuff from leadership to management and all that kind of stuff in businesses. And I find it so hilarious, in my opinion, that my boss already knows, or like just subconsciously, or maybe I don't know, he just knows. Like he really is a good leader in that terms. I don't even know how he learned the things that he know now. My boss subconsciously just knows what Leila Hormezi is going to talk about. Like, so maybe let's say I listen to her talk about some mistake about, hey, don't do this with your employees, or don't assume things with your employees, blah blah blah. He already knows. And the craziest thing, which is the funniest thing, is he doesn't even watch Alex Hormozi or Leila Hormozi. Like, of course he knows them, who knows who they are, but he just doesn't watch them. Like, guys, like if you're watching this, if you're a random person watching this and you're trying to be like, hey, I want to like get rich, I want to get this, blah blah blah, he doesn't even watch Alex Hormozi. Like, he literally doesn't watch his content. And for me, like for me, I'm like, holy shit, how is that? Like, why? Like, why wouldn't you watch his content, Alex's? Because it's so much value there, right? I actually send him once in a while a lot of his content, just because I also want his business to grow, because then I can grow even more, right? So it's crazy to me. He needs to watch it, man. Yeah, that's it is. I just wanted to record this video to just capture this moment right here. I'm actually gonna go to shower because it's really late right now. It's 6 p.m. I'm gonna go to shower and yeah, go to shower, then go to gym, then come home. I have to actually remind a few people like their calls are today. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then after that go gym, like day crazy. Then eat some food, and actually one more fun thing, I've actually been tracking my food recently, really well, from the last 2 or 3 days, like maybe more, but like really fucking precisely been tracking from the last 2 days. And yeah, I'm going to be keep doing that way, and we'll see what happens, right? Not eating protein or anything, because I want to save money. Whatever, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, bye.